Hi Crystal Balls, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video today. If this is your first time here, welcome. Please think about sticking around, liking, commenting, and subscribing. For everybody else, thank you so much for being on this journey with me in doing all the beautiful things like liking, commenting, share, and subscribing. And please continue to do that for myself, but for other people too. Support your other YouTubers, especially the small guys. Support your local mom and pop places, and especially support your friends that are hustling. And speaking of that, if you like my earrings, very, very cute, go down to my description and you will see a link to Melissa Blue Delish, and you will see a discount code there for you. So go check that out and see what kind of beautiful things that you can find in her shop. Also, if you want, go check out my page, which is also in the description box, called Dreamsicles and Moonfire on Facebook. And you can book a reading while you're there or look at some of the pretties that I have. Alright, so today's video is going to be a reaction video. It's a vintage food propaganda film called Let's Make a Sandwich. This movie was made by the American Gas Association, which is kind of funny, but it is just basically a 4-minute commercial about gas appliances and how gas saved the day. So, how I stumbled upon this is kind of funny. Last year during the shutdown, I had more time on my hands, as everybody else did, and I wanted to learn how to do some vintage recipes. I wanted to, really do some fun things from scratch, and usually vintage recipes, way back what I grew up with, like my grandmother grew up in, she was born in like 1903, so she grew up through the Depression and everything. She was a hell of a cook and a hell of a baker. And I was taught all of that at a young age, but unfortunately, I didn't follow the lead of eating all natural things with no preservatives. Yeah. I need to fix that. But I just, I can say I don't have any time. I really just don't have the patience. That's what it boils down to. It is much better to eat the food that you make from scratch instead of going somewhere else and spending money. We all know this, but I really don't have the patience for it. But during shutdown, I did. So I looked up all these vintage recipes and things, and also started making things by memory. I mean, holy cow, I can't believe I remembered how to make some of these things from way back when I was little, because I'm ancient. And I popped around on YouTube and found this little gem, the Let's Make a Sandwich. And actually today I was looking for more. I really love vintage films and seeing like really what kind of things people were thinking and doing and dressing back in the 50s. So a little bit of information about this. Again, this is presented by the American Gas Company. This is to teach the mother and especially the daughter how to make sandwiches for their famished men. After a long day of work, they needed to come back and make sandwiches for their men. But their long day of work was like going to a movie. They need to relax. Men are very delicate back in the 50s. Alright, so the main character, the daughter, his name is Sally Vesco, which is short for gas company. So that's kind of a neat little fact here. So yeah, we're gonna react to this together. Good luck. We'll see how this goes. I watched this a long time ago. I don't necessarily remember everything, but we're gonna watch and see what happens. Yep, the American Gas Association. That's a medicine company.
The sandwich is practically an American institution. It is a basic essential for lunch
Look
boxes,
at how
parties, and
these
picnics.
two boys are just
as far as
like
these boys are concerned, well,
guzzling down
hamburgers
their
and hot
Coke and their
dogs
hot
are their
dog and their
idea of
hamburger.
a really good
Like,
meal.
I don't know about you, but I
there are
stand next to
sandwiches
my
and
friends
sandwiches.
doing that.
When Sally Gasco and her mother bring
Okay,
guests
so I'm
home for a late
actually
snack
loving
after
the
a movie,
mama's hair.
they have something special in the way of a
And the
sandwich
daughter's
in
hair
mind.
is really cute. The dresses are
Sally
really
calls
cute.
it tuna rarebit. Let's
So
watch
here's
how she
some
makes
bread.
it.
They're making tuna.
This
Ribbit?
is a sandwich for forks, an open face creation, in other
Open
words,
face.
with a cheese,
I wonder if
milk,
that was a
and
new
tuna
concept.
fish mixture on top. The basis
Oh,
will be
look,
rye
honey,
bread,
she got her
Mother's
pearls.
idea. She found that the spicy caraway flavor made a good contrast to the bland fish and cheese.
I've never thought about
Sally
bread
puts a
contrast.
cube, about a square inch, of butter into the
Cheese.
top of a double boiler. A little
I'm a
butter
sandwich
finds
artist,
its way
by the
into a
way.
great
I used
many
to be
dishes
back
in
in
this
the
kitchen,
day. I
not
worked for
only
that
for
company
flavor,
that was
but
a
as a
sandwich
blending
artist.
agent.
Oh, yeah. Look how... These women don't even have an apron on. Are you telling me that these
Part of the
beautiful
trick to
women with their
entertaining
perfect hair and
unexpected
makeup
guests
would not
is
at least
keeping
have
on
an
hand
apron
certain
on?
generally useful foods. One of these is cheese of an easy melting type, which Sally is going to use as a base for the rarebit. To speed the melting, she cuts this into slices in the milk and butter mixture, while Mother butters the bread.
So Sally's doing all the work, and Mom's buttering bread.
The simmer flame keeps the water boiling
Oh,
gently
look, they're on
while
the
the
gas
cheese
stove.
is melting, so that
The
Sally
gas
can go
stove
on
makes
to
it all
other
work,
tasks.
yo.
She adds the canned chunk-style tuna fish, and notice that she uses a wooden spoon to avoid discoloration of the mixture. Although the tuna rarebit is fairly substantial food in itself, it is a good idea to add something for
this is
variation
just
in
something
color
that Mom
and
whipped
texture.
up in like 30 seconds.
Mother's making a salad dish: celery, radishes, olives, and pickles.
And chips.
Sally adds potato chips to the menu. They used to be exclusively picnic fare, but they've joined the
I
host
didn't
of
realize
useful
that potato
accessory
chips were supposed
foods
to be
which make
picnic fare.
entertaining so much easier
Oh no,
and
she
more
snuck
fun
a chip.
for
The
teenagers.
girl ate. Oh my god. Oh my god.
The bread was toasted quickly in the broiler, and the rarebit is
So,
nearly ready to serve.
open-faced sandwiches with a double broiler. I've actually never seen a double broiler like that. I'm sure it's a vintage thing, obviously.
Let's see. What will be the beverage?
I bet you she's going to have a
Mother
Coca-Cola.
thinks she'll give the guests a choice
Ew.
of Coke or milk. When you can offer guests a choice easily,
Offer
it's a gracious
guests
gesture.
a choice between Coke and milk, okay?
Now it's time to serve. 2 slices of toast are neatly arranged on each plate, and the filling, or perhaps we should say covering, goes on top. Sally knows you should serve cream dishes with extra caution. An effective carelessness here is no asset.
Extra caution, lady. Be
Mother is a great
cautious.
believer in the aesthetic value of parsley, and of course it's good to eat, too. Now a touch of Tabasco for color and a taste
I
surprise.
love the
And there's
canisters,
tuna
the sunflower
rarebit
canisters.
a la
those are
Sally
great.
Gasco.
So, like, these little
As we
dudes
said,
are eating
there are sandwiches
like
and
crap
sandwiches.
again. They're standing
a
there
wise young
still.
homemaker using good techniques and equipment and a little imagination can
Drink.
turn a sandwich into festive
That's the
fare.
end. They don't even get to eat the sandwiches. That little girl. Hold up here. That little girl slaved over a hot stove for those 2 boys who apparently went to the movies, and they didn't even eat the stuff that she made. They ended with the boys still chomping on that food, the hot dog and the hamburgers, and not that crappy tuna. You know what probably happened? Those guys ate, and then they were going to come home, and Mom had something planned out for them, and daughter made it, and they weren't hungry, so they weren't going to eat it. That makes me so annoyed. She did all that work. And Mom came up with like a chartreuse, or whatever they're called, board. I don't know what they're called. Just in the mere few seconds that, they decided to do the sandwich, the open-faced sandwich, with caution, guys, with caution. And then chips, and then like this whole thing of vegetables and radishes and all that stuff. So These jerk boys were out having their hot dogs and hamburgers and their Cokes. And don't worry, because you can serve Coke or milk to your guest. And they didn't even eat it. Rude. Rude. Poor Sally. Wow. Okay, well, that was Let's Make a Sandwich. And this was presented by Audio Video, like I said. I will put all the links in the description box about this very touching story about making a sandwich. Anywho, thank you everybody for watching. I hope that you have a great day or night wherever you are in this world. Remember, every single day is a gift. And yes, Sally, you are a gift too. I'm sorry your work went unappreciated. It did. All right. Every single day is a gift. Use your time wisely. And I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.